So yeah, guys, welcome back.
Welcome back.
You're still tuned in to Funtastic Fridays. We are in the final half hour of the show, and you know it's always bittersweet because these conversations get you so involved, and then time runs and you're like, the show need for longer, right? But I got work on that, management.
Part 2 and part 3 and part 4. Come back next Friday.
Exactly.
We're not giving everything one day.
Listen, people complain
We turn
every
like
week,
Netflix. Split the show in 2. Join us next part for part 2.
No.
Yeah.
Usually, every time the show ends, somebody like a guest, I was like, the show done already? I'm just ready
That's
to
fine.
talk.
That's a good thing. Catch us next week.
Yeah, right?
You know
So-
what? I'm tired of you.
It's true. All right, so yeah, guys. So we're talking about day-to-day experiences of women living in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And to be very honest, I've not been hearing many positives. It's not by choice, but it just means that the negative is predominant. And that is a problem.
Yeah.
That is a problem. When just to go through your day, you have to build up your mind.
Build up your security.
You'll plan out your outfit because you say, boy, if I wear
This.
that.
Yeah.
Because I remember even last week I shared my personal story. I have a story similar to yours. For you said, boy, you wear baggy stuff and you start getting insecure about your body. For me, all my life, people are like, oh, I'd love to have your boobs, your boobs. And I'm like, yo, because most times I wear clothes that cover up. And my friends would cuss me. They're like, yeah, them, most women don't have none and does everything out there, right? But then for me, it's because when I was growing up, you had men that's big man. I was like little pick-me. And the terms, I can't repeat them on air, but it was some very crass things that them would describe. And so for me, I was always trying to cover up, and then that traveled with me into adulthood. So it sort of made me insecure now, and then I started doing the same thing with baggy clothes. And I realized I say, I can't really do much for hide certain assets, no matter what you wear. Even if that's sheets, I'm sure ladies with the derriere, and they can talk about that, even if it's a sheet.
Us ladies with the derriere.
And the ladies with the body and the cutosity and all the, you can't hide it. You could have in a one crocus bag. The man them gonna find something. For say, boy, that crocus
You have
bag
a
there.
lovely crocus.
Yeah, the crocus bag there. And the first time I see that one there, the crocus is new.
Your crocus make me can't focus.
Hold on, wait. On the radio. Sir. Take out the accent. Take out the accent out of what you just said. The accent is too strong, guys. It sounds a bit more like something else.
Yeah, no. We're traveling today.
Right? So, but everything that we've been discussing so far, and I know it's not that you guys went out on a way to say the negative stuff, but that's really the reality.
Yeah.
Right? So what I want to know is like, what are some changes you would like to see? So I know you say you live in a false sense of security.
Jamaica nice, man.
And I like that. Actually,
She
I
just
don't
walk in.
want
We
that
jamming.
change for you.
Yeah, every day.
No, like how when they watch cartoon and people just left them house and music a play and birds a flight. That is Shanel.
Yeah, like I leave my house with my purse and my keys and I do that.
And she just,
Birds are chirping.
right, everything just happy in her world, and I
Teacups
like
singing.
that, and I don't want that to change for you. I hope that never
Keep
ever
walking
changes.
that path.
Right,
Wait, knock on wood.
but I hope that never ever changes. Honestly,
No, we're not changing.
But I want to know, like, what are some recommendations? So we hope the men are listening. Come and know, say, someone not gonna tell me, say, oh, you're not guilty, but no fun to know people stay so. Because me see when they stand up in them same men group them, here in the bridging them, we probably not do it now, but them hear the friends saying it, and them not stop them. Them not say, yo, my youth, Lord, the girl no, the girl that walk, yeah, walk on the girl, you're my girl, and nobody can stop him. You're just as bad then, So even if you're not doing it, and you're seeing it and you're not saying anything, you are just as bad. So I want to know, what are some recommendations? What are some changes that you guys would like to see that would probably help to change your perspective, even the false security? But you've had an experience, and you haven't had. So even with that, what are some changes?
When I say Jamaica nice, I don't mean me just.
Yeah, you're oblivious.
Nothing
no, we don't say
bad
that.
has ever happened. Of course, there are the moments, but for the most part, and like I said, I think it's because of how I shifted my own mindset. Why most things don't bother me as much. But I'm sure on the days when I don't feel great, but probably, I think that's the biggest thing for me. So a lot of men say these things for you to forward from them friends. So you see a girl that walk past, and had you been there by yourself, you'd have probably just admired and kept it pushing. But because you took about his friend them dead, you want look like a
The
big
butter
man.
ears one there. Yeah.
Yeah, man, a gallus. We chat to gal regular.
It's a gallus, and that is not it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, so if your friends did clown you now, they say, oh, you have to say that, maybe you wouldn't have. So I feel like the friends, that the so-called good men, should maybe be louder in Jamaica. Maybe defend the women you claim to love so much. Maybe don't allow these men to talk to us like them at anybody. So if you see something, say something. You're not going to see somebody in a party or anywhere at all harass somebody or literally assault somebody and you not do anything because you're a protector. You're a alpha male. So
And you know what that remind me of what she just saying?
Alpha male thing.
That's so on point because I realize if you have male friends, right? And let's say, for example, jokingly, you might say, "Oh, introduce me to one of your friends." No, I can't introduce to my friend. Or all them. My friend about dog. My friend about this. So they know they're friends. Because almost every male friend I have, they're like, "Kim, I can't introduce to my friend." And call my friend them. I don't want that for you. That means you know your friend them and all them stay. And they're not doing nothing about it.
To the men who are doing this, who only have the courage to say certain things when you see the girl walking by yourself, you're a coward. You hear, sir? You is a coward.
Tell them
Because if me, the experience I have when I'm walking with my male friends and the experience I have when I'm by myself, two different something. Last week I was with my friend Sean, big up you, Sean.
Big up, Sean.
I was with Sean at a gas station and he was inside in the little supermarket part and I'm standing outside just there. And the man, me and him, I make for him,
why you keep
ready
making
for
for
open
eye contact with these people?
No, because
it's like connection.
so you have to,
man.
because you're gonna look at me and what you think is that I'm going to be shy and look away, but no, me I look at you.
Probably they must say, "Oh my gosh, she's into me. She's
That's already
giving me the
welcome look.
connection."
So I see him about to like say something, and like me do this immediately, and like him. But him ready again.
Okay, so
him ready to say something, and then immediately Sean come out and do this. The man spin around, U-turn immediately.
And that never need finesse. Next time you need to give them the U-turn signal yourself.
That was the U-turn signal.
Yeah, but I'm saying yourself.
The other U-turn signal I can't say on the air.
No, you don't have to say it on air. But I'm just saying, like, give them the U-turn signal and say, "No, sir, turn around." Yeah, no, bad eye don't work. She gave him the bad eye. She gave him the bad eye and he stepped back. So she need to tell him, say, "Turn around."
But guess what?
But
Some of the time,
sometimes.
you have to just pretend like you're not see them.
Yeah, that's what I do.
What I'm saying, you know, remember, people, remember we're
That's what I
working
do.
on the solutions here. So one, the man them, the brother them, will represent safety for the woman them,
Yeah,
And
say
so the
something.
love we and
peace for the
support
woman
me.
them. When we're there on the scene, we're at the gas station, we see the brother step to her and she give a makeup face. Say, "Brother,
Love the
ease
girl,
off,
no?
love the
Yeah.
girl." She, I gonna give fear part now. I give him a "No, sir, you turn, not you." You get what I say? So
No, but you
everybody have
can't
to
even
do
say
their
that, you know. I want to go to Glenise's story, but you can't say that because some women will outrightly, I'm not saying rudely
Because
either,
in
just
Jamaica,
turn it
them
down,
just
but
want
then
the
get
challenge.
aggressive.
Them just want the
No, but they get
challenge.
aggressive sometimes because I've heard women say, you know, I'm not interested. I know you know, but well, get quick, girl, and them start class.
But remember that we are
I never was.
So even if you
we're
say
starting to change.
U-turn can
Yeah.
offend them, and
Kim.
worse if you tell them, say, no sir, them take that no worse a group of them.
Kim, I'm saying the men are gonna be there by her side. We have to start something. We have to start a change somewhere, you know. It's once we start a culture of this. That's how it happens, you know. We're not gonna say, "Oh, but suppose she's there by herself." Okay, we have to plan before she's by herself first. Change the culture out there. So that way, even when a man approach her, he might feel look left and right to see if nobody can
nobody
come.
there around first.
Exactly. You get me I say? And then that way, him see two man at the store now and say, "Okay, right, you know, we want to create that." But too long, as you say, she did it so, bungalow man there so, and nobody now say nothing. You get me I say? If we have these men now start talk up, say, "Your brother, leave the lady alone, give her some peace." Because sometimes we don't really want to bother the ladies them now. Sometimes we think all only like some of the attention with some man, you know. But we I say, "Listen, me, we're gonna talk up." And we're going to say, "Ladies, brother, the lady don't like what you're going with right there, so leave her alone." We don't have to know her, we don't have to come put the hand around her. Because sometimes the ladies not even like that part either. Them just work with it
I
because it
shouldn't
helps
need
them.
that,
Right,
yeah.
because it helps them, them don't really like that, but them just want a little protection. So we can't stay from afar and say, "Oh, brother, love the lady." You get me I say?
Well, Glenise was saying that she had a story, so
I've done that before.
I wanted to hear
I feel like every girl have a pretend boyfriend and a pretend wedding
Yeah.
ring. Like you know how
I
if you
pretend.
wear rings, you know how to do the quick.
I mean, they
Where's
don't
the
really
ring that
care.
stop
Yeah.
They don't really
Oh,
care
okay,
anymore.
okay.
I've told many people you're not married, and they're like, "I don't care." You know,
Yeah, they're going to ask you. I always say
One man
this.
said to me
I
that
never
day,
think say I
"Whenever
lie."
someone married you, I said, Okay.
Wow.
Anyways, to my
Yeah.
story. So I remember one day I was walking to the Audacious Holy Child, right, my alma mater, and
Mm-hmm.
I was young, so I was in this
Wow.
sweet dress. So
Yeah.
because I was walking past a group of taximen and the breeze blew. So my hoo-ha was showing because the breeze blew.
What kind of breeze is this?
The breeze blew the skirt. This
So the
way.
horse said, who?
So one of the taximen,
No,
go
so
comment
casual.
about what is fat, and immediately the other taximan said, "No, brother, you can't do it. See a little picnic." And I was like, "Thank you, Jesus."
Oh.
I was so happy that he actually said something.
Yeah.
And catch him in his place. Come here, Safari. I was obviously young, right? Why would you be, telling me what
Look,
fat
for
from
every
what's
time should I
fat?
tell you to cover up or
That's-
make you know,
and
you
that's
know?
the culture we want to amplify. Woman them when they
So I
stay from
appreciated
afar,
that.
when you see them in the store and you the woman the outside, you see the man, oh, hello, the woman, go ahead. Yeah. Everybody chirping.
After jumping,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because I see it, I see woman as they say,
I've
I see
seen
woman
woman
get draped
done
up
a man for
woman
other
that
woman.
now look, because them as they don't want to mix up in a man
Yeah.
and woman things.
No,
But
man,
that is
I've
where
seen
we
women
fall
jumping.
down as a society. We used to be one village and we used to look out for one another. And then somebody say, but why this village in my business? When you come out of my business,
And everybody
no,
out
when they
everybody
being
business.
attacked and them something there. Nobody now look out. At the end of the day, we have to go back to the day one thing. Everybody look out for everybody.
Fair enough.
And that is
This
the
is
best
just a
way.
Kingston thing, to be honest.
You don't have no country?
No, this
When
happens
I'm-
at country
no,
as
when I'm
well.
in country,
Of course.
I don't want to say like, oh, when I'm in country. No. when
Well, I'm in the countryside at the ranch.
I'm in most rural parts of the country, I don't have these experiences. The village mentality is very much alive. You are not going to
The protective.
I say something.
Because everybody knows
And
everybody.
Master John over there, so now go jump in. Master John have him look white as
That,
your nose.
that my friend again is another conditional statement. That will happen with a group of people you are familiar with. This land is called Jamaica. No matter how small the community is, I can guarantee you right now, there are a set of people that even the people in the community say, yo, them boy are not come from around here and them in the community. And I can assure you them now follow for the community guidelines.
Yeah.
So it is a thing that is taking its time to creep over the country, but it might not be predominantly there. So while you're there in the rural places, yeah, it's a smaller setting.
Everybody know
each other, so it
yeah.
seems peaceful. But just the other day, we had an incident, and it's over. And them a look for the stepfather where assault the young girl. So these things are still happening.
Still happening.
But it's just that.
And I'm uncomfortable.
See, it's insane. As I say, it's happening. It's this thing has just gradually creep into different areas and just. Sure, we want the village mentality. Some places still kind of have it, but at the end of the day, it is kind of fading out, and that is where we're
And that's how we need
down.
to. So that's your suggestion. That's one
I
of the
think
changes
so.
we need.
That
Suggestion.
when everybody
Yes.
start look out for everybody.
So I bring it back to the.
Yeah.
So that's an excellent suggestion actually. So being each other's keeper, to be there to say yo, and not only men. I think men should do it more because I think men will respect it more coming from other men. You know, when a man say, as they say, oi, yo,
Yeah.
allow the girl alone, compared to another woman, have to come up and say, yo, what
Yeah.
you trouble the woman for? You know, so I really think men should take on that role. Cause no fun have brother, sister, mother, auntie. I know, I know. And I'm gonna say,
Daughters.
know, and daughters. I'm know a friend them must stay so. Cause I always I say the things them. When I talk about the friend them, I know make we know how them stay. So we're going back to suggestions. You know, what are other changes that you would like to see in the Jamaican society to help you to feel comfortable, even just going on the road?
I mean, well, for the whole thing where men approach women, I guess because they want to start a relationship or whatever.
Relationship, we call it.
I think just if you change your approach,
Yeah.
everything can be different. I remember I was at the hospital the other day and this young man came to me and he was so nervous and he was like, you know, I saw you and I couldn't help myself. I had to come over. And he was very sweet, you know, but I just kindly told him that, you know, you're not married, so I wish you, you know, luck and whatever. And he said, okay, thanks for letting me know. And him go by. His approach was
What if I did me?
perfect. You know,
I
and
feel
I've
like
had a
me.
few cases
Like
where,
that.
you know, young men approach me and they're the sweetest thing ever. And I'm like, whoa, you know, I wish that more men would just approach women, you know, in just a loving manner,
Yeah.
you know, the whole.
So we're not saying
90s
don't call
romance
to women
or
if,
whatever.
because you might be interested genuinely,
Yeah.
but change your approach.
A soft
Yeah, change
answer,
your
turn it away,
approach,
right?
you know?
But I see, and then guys again, I think Kimmie and even Shanel mentioned this as well. Probably the guy go cross, you know. Hey, how you doing, beautiful lady? Watch your bridge. Watch your little soft boy. Watch your little soft boy. So as I said, there's the peer pressure again as well.
Of the bridging them.
Of the bridging them.
And if you start power by yourself.
That's a
Load the group them.
You as we call it, this is what we're gonna probably change it now, guys. People make sure they pass this on, because Funtastic Friday is one of the legendary places where enough of the things them start out, We are going to revamp the alpha male. So the alpha male is not who have the loudest voice and who look tall and who look tougher. The alpha male is the one who is pushing most positive element of them life. So if you come around me with no bag of, oh yo man, that girl is on top, yo, left that dirty, box that dirty girl then. No, the alpha male like I say, yo, we don't hit women.
Or you can just can't be my friend. I actually have a bridging like that. Him say, Kim, certain bridging, me not. If you stay a certain way, I cannot climb a bridging.
Exactly.
Him say, Kim, the man who me par with, we know it's a certain caliber. I mean, no one nothing less than that. So he chooses. It's not just, oh yes, some of bridging them stay, so some are teeth, some are this.
Right.
But guess what? I just tell them stay. I still, No, I don't want a teeth in friend.
No, we don't want, yeah.
But as I'm saying, I admire him, that guy that I know. I admire that guy because he could speak so confident. He's like, yo, Kim, my brethren them, and I keep them around me for a reason, because them stay this, them I progress them, a family, them I pre this, them I pre that. So he selected them, said anybody outside of that, him cut them off, him
that
don't
makes
need
sense.
that.
And we don't promote them either, so we're not big enough.
Exactly, so you don't have to be in a group and
no, that's true, no. But that's fine. Fix up yourself, talk to the woman there proper, you get a shout out. But we're not getting a ill.
So we're gonna ask for Queriise's suggestion, what you think could change.
Yeah, how we can nice up
Okay,
Jamaica.
my answer might sound a bit cliche at first, but I'd explain it. So, I think teaching, like education, also plays a pivotal role. Like, if you start in the homes, like as simple as the parents, anybody in your family, teach these young men from whatever tender age. It starts there.
Yeah.
When they go in school, I feel like they should be, well, they say they're changing over from health and family life or whatever to sex education. I think that in these classroom settings, it's given very much like subject, like teacher, student, something still. Like it needs to be more of a interactive session, like real life scenarios. Preferably if you could even get male teachers to do these things. Like I think that would assist a lot with these problems, because like if I'm a young boy and I'm in a class and a male teacher comes in and he's not all hard and fast and speaking like the most standard English, this could probably be one when they're using like dialect, patois, what's not, and teaching and coming with real life scenarios
being
to
real.
teach. Yes, being real and not coming from like, oh, this is the syllabus, this is the curriculum, we're following this, oh, you're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do that. Like, come and be more interactive and bringing people, and like you could even make it more interesting by involving like theatrics, like theater arts, and say, oh, this is what will usually happen, but this is what we're not going to do. So you could find different ways of making it fun, like, and learning at the same time through education. So like, yeah, you can use theater arts and like all these different
I like that,
forums.
what you basically saying is don't wait till it's too late to figure
Yeah,
it out.
don't wait,
start from
and
young.
that's actually a part of it, because that's
true.
our culture.
Of course.
So we said this last week too, that when young
The little boy
boys,
them a grow.
if let's say for example, somebody 15 sleep with a 20-year-old girl or something, everybody's like, yo, big money, yeah. And that's how they're taught, and you're gallus and you're this, and they teach that and ingrain it in them from them a pitney.
Oh,
so
even
then as they're getting
instances, oh, the girl are passing to be grab her
exactly, they're telling, because I've seen that actually.
Yeah,
whenever party, if you just do this and so then they now become adults or even teenagers, because they must start very young, right? And they come do the exact
primary
same
school,
thing. So you have to do that. I like that thing. Don't wait
and a lot
till.
of fathers
Do you have
too.
to be Jamaican to be like the Jamaican Minister of Education? Just asking.
Well, there's qualifications that are
yeah.
required. Part of that is required.
I just want to know.
Yeah.
Curious.
I think you have to be a citizen for at least a year. You have to be a citizen for at least a year and
At least
have
a
your
year?
papers.
So
a citizen for at least a year. So you have to.
Minister Education.
I don't think she has gotten a Jamaican. You haven't gotten any Jamaican documents as yet, right?
No,
Right,
just
so-
a little student visa.
Right.
That's allow you to stay
So
here.
she does not consider that citizens as yet. So even though she's been here 4 years, she still have to go through the citizen process.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah, like I love that feedback that you just shared. Actually, I love each point of view. We have a lot of changes to make, guys. It is very clear because as I said predominantly throughout this conversation, you heard the negative side of it, and that's the reality. A lot of our experiences are negative. When I say Jamaican are nice, when I say some of the man them when them approach you. Actually, as Glenise said, I like the calm approach, the good evening, Yeah, I actually prefer that.
No,
if you come up,
Kim,
baby,
but Kim,
say
but
you
the
look
point-
like
but it's no, but Kim, but I'm
But I
saying,
know not every woman
right,
likes that.
not
and
every
that's
woman
fine.
like that. So woman like the baby
They
love.
rough up,
but
they
guys,
bad up and
if you try that one where you never go up to her face or whatever, you try that, you can see which
So
lady
then,
is giving
actually,
you a forward.
when
you
you're
can
saying
tell.
that, then ladies also have to talk to ladies because guess what? That's the other side of the problem. As we said last week, some of these men continue these things because it works with some ladies.
Yeah.
That's the reality. So if you get
But the
through, if
thing
you
is, we are all unique.
That's what I'm saying. We're
That's
unique.
fine.
So what I'm saying
I
is,
think
Kim,
once
but then the men would
Yeah.
say that too.
Once
We're all
you don't
unique.
cross the threshold of disrespect, do whatever you want.
right, and that's what I'm
Like
saying.
you
So
could have said, hey, you're not sweet like sugar or whatever, and it's fine.
right.
That's
But you
fine.
know, pass.
And you can also say, hi, my name is John Brown,
No.
and I'd love to take you out tonight. That's also fine. But just don't disrespect us.
Yeah.
Like, that's all we're
I
asking.
like that better.
Bare
Just
minimum.
Don't disrespect. That's all we ask for.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect.
Like, you don't
me.
need to describe my
it's,
insides.
yeah, and it's the first
fine.
time you're meeting the girl. So probably if it's
Personal
somebody you
space
know,
as well.
if it's somebody you know and you've been, pushing the envelope, yeah, you can take it because you know her now, but you don't know the lady from Adams,
Yeah.
so you don't need to tell her what Adam had,
Yeah, you don't
Yes.
need to tell me
or
the
where
design
Adam
that
needs
God
to
had
do
for
what.
my-
Right.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
have for me.
Save that for the first date or the
Yeah.
second
Like,
date or something like that.
That's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
So I saw
Jamaicans, why you do that?
So I saw some comments on the live, and there were persons that were saying that embarrassment can trigger physical abuse too.
No, but it is considered
sometimes when
verbal
them
abuse,
hear
yeah.
you're married, them happy, say it costs them less. Man up and correct your friends. Excellent suggestion. Let them learn to appreciate and respect women very early. Live drama classes. Happy my teenage son is online and learning. You're a good mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, a good mother. Me like
that a
her.
mother?
Yeah. She have her son usually tune in every week with her.
When
too.
it's a safe topic.
What did I say? But most of her topics are
Yeah, the
safe.
most
I'm
are safe.
sorry,
Topics
T.
But I
are
remember-
safe. Teach your children about sex. It is not something to be.
It's not
No,
bad.
it's not usually the
Uncomfortable
sex
about.
ones. Sometimes we do talk about something. Probably she not ready for the child talk about that. We can't
Yes,
run in
so
for
we can.
that.
But
Sex
Yeah.
is normal.
Yeah.
Sex is
You know, only
I
the
feel
child
like when we
is.
have that topic, you're coming back. Like she's like,
She act like she know how the lady child
I
is.
just saying,
She
like,
not say she not a teacher, but probably not today or the day,
But
So,
ladies, I have to say thank you guys for coming out. I think it was a lovely conversation. I had fun with y'all. I hope y'all had
Wait,
fun with
time
this
out?
talk.
I
Yeah,
did.
I tell you every single time.
20 seconds to go.
20 seconds to go.
Oh, lifting me. I'm not,
Right?
you know.
That's a
So I want to
happening
say
every
big up to
time.
all the listeners. Congrats to our credit prize
Yes.
winners. Be sure to tune in next week for another episode of Fantastic Fridays.
Yes.
Coming up next should be, see we attack. Yeah. Don't go anywhere. Fantastic Fridays.
See
Next
y'all
week.
next week.
News Talk 93 FM. Heard everywhere.